Hello, hello, hello again. It is Bubba coming at you with another episode for this Creeper 2 Anniversary Edition. Trying to get through this really quick so at least we know the story and can start on the one I had first started with on this series, which is 3. So, without further ado, let's jump right in and let's get the story, and then I'll keep time-lapsing until important story stuff comes out or something significant. So, let's get going. The consortium grows weary of the hominid interference. Ooh, okay, so this is Stiglec Consortium. Ooh, interesting. I think that's the ones from the last time, the first series, that's the ones that did the creep. Stunned silence. This is Commander Dax Joven of the New Human Alliance. To whom am I speaking? We know what you are, Ape. You are the annoyance that will soon be ended. You are the anomaly that has but temporarily kept us from our work. I repeat, identify yourselves and your intent, or we will be forced to consider you a threat. Your rudimentary intellect misunderstands, little monkey. We are not just a threat. We are your true undoing. Consortium transmission terminated. They cut the transmission, Commander. Unfortunately, I was unable to triangulate its source. Run a subspace scan at once. We need to find out what we are dealing with. Okay, I see something. It's hard to tell what it is, but there is something other than creeper and emitters beneath the surface. It looks like some sort of portal or gateway. Gateway to where? I think it's a gateway from somewhere. The sensors seem to indicate that the gateway has a partially opened connection to rift space, but it isn't like any kind of rift opening I have ever seen. I see. Ready the crew. I think we are about to have a fight on our hands. We've never faced this enemy, so we don't know what to expect. Yes, sir. Wait. It looks like excavation packets might be coming through that gateway. Good. Good? Yes, Varro. If they are using excavation packets, then we share some common technological ground. We can beat them. Okay. I think I can adjust our sensors to show the targets for the excavation packets. Look for blue X's in the sensor view. Excellent. Ready the nanolathes? I'm going straight in and we'll plant the nullifier right next to that gateway. Then we'll see who is undone. Okay, so let's go ahead and pause it there. Okay, so blue X's. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna get all the way down here to this. I'm guessing these can break through, I would assume, although I'm not seeing any kind of breakaway stuff right away. But okay. Let's start it up for just a little bit before I do the time lapse, just to see if anything comes to be that we're not expecting. First thing we need to do is get some reactors, obviously. So let's do that, and that. I'm not sure if I want to build on top of those yet. Let's unpause. Okay. Not sure. Okay. What happens if we go down one? What happens? Nothing. Okay. So I don't know what that benefit is going to be, but let's get a beacon over here for sure. Let's unpause. And we're going to get some more reactors. I guess I'm going to build on top of it. Okay. Ah, that one's going to come out, and this one's going to... Oh, look. Now we can see... Oh, it's going to make pathways. Okay, now we understand. So it's going to make pathways through all this to eventually come up to the surface. Okay, so I've got a little bit of time. All right, so good enough for right now. So what I'll do is I'm going to time lapse it until we get to where it mentions something or I get close to winning, so that we aren't watching the whole grind. Be back in a bit. All right, so now it's saying that the one capsule I finally got to that was being surrounded by the stuff says it's empty. Now, as you can see, I've got a very tight time crunch to try and get through this, go all the way over here, go into here, nullify this, and then hopefully nullify that before this reaches up into here. I mean, it's going to be tight, I'm pretty sure. So let's see if I can do it. All right, gamers. So now we got this capsule here. So Dax, we have a survivor, a woman. I don't know how she lasted this long. Rush her to the medical bay immediately. All right. So now I've got to try and take this one down, which is going to be very brutal. It is a tough one. So let's just start. Let's get our stuff out. Start working with what we have. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get some more reactors and stuff. If we're going to do a lot of shooting. Okay, this one can come up to here. This one can come up to here. And let's see what we can do. Did this one ever finish? Nope, not really. Okay. Still has a little bit left. Alright. Let's start getting the gang together here. A team together. We'll go ahead and tell it to collect that. Just so we can get it out of the way. The capsule is empty, Dax. Yes, we're trying to do that. Okay. Wow. It's really starting to build up again. It does not like taking defeat. Okay, so let's get some more blasters then, I guess. And we're going to need more reactors. Yeah, I'll take a beating here for a second, but then once this reactor's good, it should be good. Alright. Now we're cranking. Take one, put it up here. Alright. Making some headway. Not quick though. See if we can hold off the bottom enough that we can make a move on the top. Okay, this is starting to show less dense. Not really. Kind of going between the two. And this one's staying right about the same. Am I going to lose this one? I'm going to have to move them out. Okay, now we're getting some density traction. Finally. There we go. Finally. Making progress. Okay. Get this stuff in here. get our nullifier. Wow, that thing really puts out fast and a lot. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Okay. What do we got next? Phoenix. Welcome, primates. Your arrival, though not unexpected, pleases us greatly. The Consortium has need of your kind. This is Commander Dax Joven of the New Human Alliance. Your aggression against our people will not go unpunished. We demand that you cease your operations against the NHA, and return any captive humans to our custody. Meaningless being, your words carry no weight. We will destroy your primitive vessel with our ephemeral phantoms. Once destroyed, we will adorn this world with the remains of your primitive technology. Then you leave us in a choice. Prepare for battle. We will not rest until you and your kind are driven from our world. Primitive creatures, these worlds were never yours. We grow weary of talk. Prepare to meet your end. Consortium transmission terminated. These vile creatures must be eradicated. After what they did to that poor woman in the med bay, if I get my hands on one of those bug-eyed fiends. Varro, I think that's the point. They've mistreated our people, and they're trying to taunt us into careless attack. Keep a cool head, and tell me what we're dealing with here. Right, sir. In spite of my best efforts, we're drifted subsurface again. I'm picking up a single emitter and multiple gateways. Anything else, Lieutenant? I'm picking up a lot of structures in the surrounding area. The strange thing is that they are ours, reactors and tech domes built to standard NHA construction patterns. Commander, this is bad. The scanners are detecting crystals and remnants at the bottom of a nearby creeper pool. I'm sorry, but I think the Styglek got another liberation ship. Yet another Styglek atrocity. Still, it means another commander must have figured out how to access rift space and been led here. Let's get to it. Wait, there also seems to be a schematic in that creeper pool. We should retrieve it as quickly as possible. Okay, incoming phantoms. 28 seconds. I have no idea what phantoms are. Well, we have emitters way up here. And we don't see anything showing. Yeah, this is going to be a rough one. I guess we need to see what the Phoenixes are going to be and then restart. Our Phantoms are going to be and restart. This is going to be rough. What is this one? Tech. So we probably need to get weapons right away. I could do a launcher because that would help a whole lot, I think. And then a blaster. All right, let's see what we can do before phantoms arrive, whatever they are. Okay. What have we got? Uh-oh. Look at that. What is that? Oh. Okay, that's kind of brutal. See if we can get... I have no idea what phantoms are. Is that what those things are? Oh, I guess it is. Yeah, that's not going to be fun, is it? Okay, Commander, these schematics are for a weapon system. Preliminary analysis suggests the weapon is ineffective against the Creeper. Perhaps it can be used against those phantoms? If that is the case, our fallen allies may not have been able to integrate the tech before they were overcome. How long before we can use the new weapon? I've already integrated it into our systems. Excellent work, Varro. I hope this new weapon works. Okay, Phantom Coil. Okay, we're going to definitely need to start over because I'm just now understanding what it is. All right, and then I'll let you know if I see anything else while I fix this one. See you soon. All right, gamers, we're done with this episode now. Not this episode, this story thing here. Collect all remaining hollow cubes, capsules, and techs. Well, I've only got one left. So here we go. That'll be it. This is definitely more of a grind. All right, another empty capsule. I speculate that the Steiglek were preparing to take captives from the other liberation ship before it was destroyed. All right, victory! Look at the next one, exterminate. The Consortium Brethren find your continued existence intolerable. Your resistance to our phantoms was unexpected. We accept that random chance plays some part in our efforts to exterminate you. Steiglek, your impending punishment grows with every crime you commit against the NHA. Sneer and bluster all you will, but make no mistake, there will be a reckoning. We shall release our drones to end you now and forever. Pity there are no trees on this world for you to run to, little monkey. We would have enjoyed witnessing that. Consortium transmission terminated. Varro? What are we up? Commander, sorry to interrupt, but I've been contacted by the medical bay. The woman we rescued, she didn't make it. We'll hold a service for her after we wipe these monstrosities from the planet. Commander, you need to hear this. The woman regained consciousness for a moment before she passed on. Who was she? What did she say? She cried, "Taken, all taken." Then, as she fell into her final rest, she called out for Aliana. Could Aliana be... Varro, was she one of Aliana's crew? Dax, move the ship. Multiple phantoms are honing in on our position. All right. Well, this is going to be interesting. Okay, so the gateways are where the phantoms and stuff come from. Ooh, this is a drone. I have no idea what that dude is. So we have drones. Don't know what they're going to do. This is obviously going to break through here. This, it's definitely going to cause issues. So I probably need to move the ship somewhere somewhat safe. And I can nullify this immediately and get rid of the phantoms. That would definitely help. Now I wonder if these do phantoms and drones. I guess we'll find out. All right, well, I'm going to pause it again until we get something interesting. And I think we're getting close to the time for the episode to end too. All right, gamers. Well, we got past that one. So let's see what we got. On for the next one. Okay, destroy all creeper and enemy structures, as always. Oh, humans, your presence on this world will not be tolerated. How did you get here? Answer us now, and we may allow you a moment to prepare for your destruction. We don't answer to you or your consortium. No matter, you will not survive. I cut them off, Lieutenant. Gladly, Commander. Liberation ship communication ended. What's on the scanners, Varro? Are there any stasis capsules? I don't detect any capsules. It looks like we have rifted to another research world, and the situation doesn't look favorable. The Steiglek presence on this world is formidable. Multiple emitters, a host of drones, high-end gravitational distortions, and most likely phantoms too. As if that's not enough, the amount of creeper here is truly off the scales. Dax, there is creeper in the terrain all around us. We need to move. So let's see what we got here. Oh, wow. Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff, don't we? And it's going to break through here. What is... It's a hollow cube. We probably need to get to that at some point. This... Wow. 1 million. Okay, so we probably need to move up, I guess, a little bit and start doing stuff. But that being said, I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and call this episode because I think we can finish everything in one more episode. And I don't want to make one like 50 minutes and then the other one has to be like 20 minutes. So let's call it here. And make sure you leave comments on any tips, but also other games you'd like to see. And I will see you in the next video. Bubba out.